Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Nasdaq Spotlight live here in Orlando, Florida at the Microsoft Ignite Conference. I'm your host, Anna Gonzalez, and joining me now is Scott Wharton, VP at Logitech Video. Scott, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks for having me here.
So tell us a little bit about your role at Logitech.
So Logitech, I think a lot of people know, is one of the leaders in consumer electronics. We have a video collaboration business, and it's our fastest growing business, and I have the privilege of running it. So.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more when you say it's the fastest growing. What kind of products or services do you offer on the video side?
So we basically provide equipment for cloud video conferencing services. So people that know Skype for Business or Microsoft Teams, Zoom and other products, we provide the equipment that goes along with it, cameras, speakerphones, and things like that.
And so what brings you here to Orlando for the conference this week?
So Microsoft's our biggest partner. They're one of the leaders in video collaboration around the world, and we love working with them. We have a lot of joint customers together.
And are there different projects you're working on that you can share that are really exciting?
Yeah, so one of the things we're working on is the ability to add computer vision and AI to video. So one of the things that people don't like is if they walk into a video meeting, they don't like picking up the remote and trying to always size it the right way. So we've added computer vision now so it automatically sees who's in the room and frames it so you don't have to pick up the remote anymore.
Wow,
pretty cool.
That is so convenient.
We're showing it here in our booth. They're down.
Oh, that's fantastic. So when you think about all the different partners that you're working with and maybe even some of the trends that are coming from the conference, what are some of the common themes that you're hearing as far as trends in the industry?
Well, I think the big trend is everything moving to the cloud and making it easier to use. So things in the old days, everything was on premises, things moved slowly, but now with things moving to the cloud, they're faster, easier to use. And I think we're riding that trend by being able to connect equipment to the cloud so that anybody can enjoy video collaboration. You don't need to be rich or have a captain video on your staff that flies in with their cape and makes the video system work. It's easy to use and anybody can do it now.
Yeah, I have to say that's one of the trends that we're hearing from people here at the conference is let's make everything easier, and if not easier, automated, so that you don't even have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's not just about bells and whistles. It's about, you can have all the features in the world, but if you don't like it, it's too hard. You're not going to use it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. So we're in an incredibly exciting time right now. Is there a part of the industry, when you think 2-3 years down the road, that just excites you most about where we're headed?
Well, I might go back to the AI. One of the things that we're working on is the ability to make video conferencing better than being there. So a lot of people often say, well, video's good, but I need to fly out to you to New York or whatever to see you because it's never going to be as good as being in person. And our vision is that we want to have Steven Spielberg in every conference room, always getting the best shot, multiple cameras, and kind of like a sporting event where if you think about it, if you're watching from home, sometimes almost better watching it on TV than being way up in the stands and not hearing things. So we want to take that same vision and apply it to video calls.
That is definitely a future I want to be part of. So let's switch gears a little bit and go into our lightning round. Just some fun questions for you. Now, considering what you do, I am not going to allow you to say Microsoft Outlook for this answer. Is there an app that you absolutely can't live without?
I would say the New York Times.
Oh, there you go.
Read it every day.
Yeah, absolutely. Not to discredit Outlook because we just all love it and use it.
Sure.
It's number one on everyone's list. So what would you say, considering the work that you do, what's the coolest technology you have in your office?
I have a coffee mug, and it's a smart mug, and it's got Bluetooth in it, and it lets me automatically set it to the right temperature and keep my coffee warm. So a lot of times you get your coffee and it's too hot, and then a minute later it's too cold.
Yeah.
So it lets me keep it at the perfect temperature. Total first world problem, but I love it. I drink a lot of coffee every day, so it's a very cool gadget.
That's definitely something I would invest in. I hate it when the coffee gets cold, especially when you get it perfectly exactly the way you want it.
Exactly.
So when you're not working, what do you like to do?
I love going out running, especially living in California, and I love traveling all around the world.
So Scott, as we wrap up here, what advice do you have for people who might be watching and thinking, I want to be part of this video revolution that you're talking about?
Well, I thought you were going to ask me advice just overall. I would say advice overall, always keep learning. Education's not only for when you go into school, and I think if you keep learning and updating your skills, you're always going to have some valuable skill for the world. I would say for video collaboration, I think a lot of people feel like that they have an experience that they go, well, what do I need video for? Isn't audio good enough? And I have two responses to them. One is, all right, go to your next meeting, and have everybody sit down and put blindfolds on and see how terrible your meeting is. Like, you need video. We all need that to be able to see things. The second thing is I think it's kind of like the experience that people had with TiVo, where before you had it, people said, well, why do I need to record my calls? And then once you have it, I mean, my TV show, and then once you have it, people say, I don't know how I live without it. This is so amazing. I think when people go to video and then they go back to audio calls, you realize that it's a pretty awful experience. So give it another shot.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing those insights.
Yeah, thank you. Great to be here.
And thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more interviews coming right here from the Microsoft Ignite conference.